everything was fine until here. And then he dropped like, I don't want to because I don't like it. I hate it. As I said, he said that so fast, and then we just hang up. That I just couldn't even elaborate and answer. I was just like, yo. But then another side of me was like, yeah, but I and me too. I and me. He's him, I and me. And then he calls me on like a Saturday, and he's like, it bothered me. It bothered me, you know, um, because. Hello, you guys. I'm Gabriel, and this is another video for my channel. Today I have a gossip, kind of, but it's also like it's not just like a gossip. I really want to know your opinion on this. Something that I experienced recently in my work, and I'm gonna tell you the story, and then I want you to tell me what do you think about it. Like, if I am I the asshole of the story, or is the other person the asshole of the story? So, long story short, I had, you know, I'm an artist first of all, and I have this, big dream of, building my pop star career, and this is why I came to the internet. I created this channel you're watching right now to talk about my multiple interests and also to document my journey while I build my career. And I don't know if you know this, but having an artistic career, it's very expensive, can be very expensive. And I just, realized that working on a 9 to 5, like I used to a few years ago, wouldn't give me the money that I need to make my dreams come true, to fulfill my dreams. I also have this big dream, um, that I'm each day closer to it, to make it true, to be completely financially independent and live by myself. Currently, I'm living with my parents, and in order for me to make the money that I need to afford this reality that I'm building, right? I knew that I needed to work with something else because I already hated 9 to 5. I always hated 9 to 5 because it's so much work for such a little salary. And it's like the plus hours that you stay in traffic, and then there's always you know s- ah, stupid people that you have to coexist with in your job, and that's very exhausting and something that I never liked. And this has everything to do with the gossip that I'm bringing today, is that I never like I always hated the fact that in the previous 9 to 5 jobs that I had, I didn't feel like I was the owner of my time. That, like, I could do anything I wanted with my time. I felt that most of my time was being occupied by the 9 to 5 job, and when I was home, only had a few hours, and these few hours I just couldn't even dedicate to my artistic project because I was just so tired. And also, other thing that I always hated in these jobs is that I was never able to wear the type of clothes that I like to wear. I always had to wear uniforms, and I've always fucking hated uniforms, and I still do. And this has everything to do with the gossip. Okay, so have this in mind. But anyways, so I decided to finally come to the internet, and build my personal brand, and have an online presence and start making money with internet, which is something that I already knew about. I already knew the all the possibilities that working with in the internet could bring, but I just was like too shy, I guess, or I don't know. I was full of like limited beliefs and stuff like that. Um, not that I don't have any fears or insecurities right now. It's just that right now my insecurities, they're not strong enough anymore to hold me back from creating content and putting myself out there, which is what I'm doing now. So, but anyways, I started working in the internet with the internet. Uh, I guess it's been a few months, and I'm already bringing revenue from my work. I'm currently selling some digital products that I created. And also, I've always been very tech savvy, right? So since the boom of AIs, and since like the very first moment that I catched, like I understood the commercial potential that AI has, especially for companies. I also started working with that. So now basically I build and I sell like AI agents and AI solutions, automation solutions for companies, right? And I have these two streams of income, both from the internet, working with the internet, you know, it's a completely. home office, working for myself with um, my own company, my own brand, etc. Right, and everything's been working out. I'm just in the very start, but everything is working out, and I'm very happy so far. And yeah, because I understood, that working in the internet, creating content, putting myself out there, making money with the internet, that's the future. That this is what will bring me the money that I need to fulfill my dreams. And it's happening. It's happening. I'm very grateful. I feel so blessed. But recently, I actually a few months ago, I created another channel because this is my personal channel, right? This is my personal brand channel for me to talk about my interests and document my process and my journey, my projects. But I have another channel that I created exclusively for the clients, my AI solution clients. So I talk just about AI in this other channel, right? I don't really talk about other things because this other channel is just focused on serving these clients. And I, fortunately, most of my clients are coming to me, not the opposite. I've tried uh, cold outreach, but I wasn't very successful so far. But most clients are actually coming from more passively, which is good. And lots of them are coming to my from my channel, or people that I knew, like my networking. But recently, this client came to me, and he came through my channel. He watched a video in my channel of me building a specific AI agent, and he hit me up, and we started talking, and then we jumped on a call, and we closed the deal. And he wanted me to build an agent for him, for his company. And by the way, this client is a B2B type of type of company. Like his company's clients are owners of companies. Like he's a company that serves other companies. Basically, his clients are companies too, right? It's a B2B. It's a business to business sales. And okay, I built the agent for him, and then I delivered. He loved it. He paid. He was nice all the time. Great client. Everything good. And then he calls me on like a Saturday, and he's like, "Hey, can you?" This was Friday, Saturday, or something. He's like, "Hey, can we talk for a second? Let's jump on a call. I need to talk to you." I was like, "Oh, um, I hope that there's not a problem in the AI agent because, like, you know, uh, let's see what this guy has to say. Like, maybe it's he's gonna say like, oh, this agent is not working. You have to fix it right now. I don't know, no." And I was already like, "Oh no," thinking that it was some kind of trouble like that. But he actually came to me and he said, "Hey, Gabriel, I really loved working with you. I wanted to make you an invitation. I want you to not only create more agents for me and for my team, but I also want you to." He has like these two younger guys working with him in his company, and he wanted me basically to train coach. I don't know, train. He wanted me to train these two guys of his team how to build agents, just like I do, so he could sell these agents for his clients as because he doesn't sell this guy. He doesn't sell AI stuff. He sells something else to companies. He and these two guys that work with him, they sell something else, and they he wanted me to teach these two guys to build agents, and so they could sell these agents as a plus product for his customers, which are also companies. But he was like, yeah, he was like saying to me like, yeah, but I will need help too because, I will need you. He said to me, he would need me, right? He said, I will need you to also give some support in the projects for my clients. Like basically, what he wanted was like he wants me to work in his team for a while, like training these two guys, building agents for them to sell for these other clients, and also like uh, I guess doing some kind of support for his customers. Because among the two of us, I'm the one who understands more the technical aspects of the AI agents and automations and stuff. And he was like, just give me a price and we'll talk, we'll negotiate. And I was like, oh, okay, that's interesting and stuff. And then and that's the tea. Everything was fine until here. And then he dropped like, I just will need you to, if we're gonna work together, I will need you to show up in a more social way. I don't know if that's the right word in English though. By the way, I'm Brazilian. I'm telling this story in English, so I don't really know the right translation. But he meant like, I want you to come more like dressed up and no cap. He said that, to work. Mind you that I only work through internet. Like I work only remotely. Like I turn on my computer and my webcam in my room, and this is how I make video calls with the clients when I need to make a video call. Like it's everything remote. I don't work
Get your fucking ass up and work. It seems like nobody wants to work these days.
like in the place. Like it's all online. So mind you that. And he basically told me to not dress like I dress. Right? He told me to put on some social. I don't know if you call social in English, but like, I'm gonna put here in the screen basically in the edition. He wanted me to dress like that, and I don't want to because I don't like it. I hate it. As I said, like one of the things that I hated the most in my previous 9 to 5 jobs is that I just couldn't dress. Like I had to dress in a specific way that I hated. You know, and also mind you that this client came through my YouTube channel. He came. I spit it. He came through my YouTube channel, and in both my profile picture of my YouTube channel and in my videos, I show up just like this, wearing my cap with my regular T-shirt, in my room, recording in my room, it, he said that so fast, and then we just hang up that I just couldn't even elaborate and answer. I was just like, yeah, I'm going to think about it, and then I'll tell you. Then we turned off the call. But I was just like so. I wouldn't say offended that I got offended, because offended is a really strong word. It bothered me. It bothered me, you know, um, because I came to work in the internet and build my personal brand, and create businesses around and products and content around my interests, exactly to be myself and not to do things that I don't like I had to my previous 9 to 5 jobs that I hated so much, you know. And I was like, oh, that's funny, because when he came to my channel, which is where he discovered me in my work, and he hired me, I was exactly like this. I wasn't wearing suit and tie, or that stupid jacket that these business guys like to use. Like, what the fuck? This is ugly. This is so ugly. If you like, amazing, good for you. But I think it's fucking ugly. I don't like to wear this, and I was wearing like this, and he still hired me, and I still delivered the fucking robot, and he liked it. He paid me. He complimented my job, and I was like, so it's my looks measuring if I'm good enough. Why he hired me then? If you think this doesn't look professional, like it looks for him, you know, and like I don't know. And then I started to think like, oh, because I was really interested in his um, proposal. Is that how you say proposal? I don't know. I was interested because no, it's a new uh, stream of leads for me. It's less work for me trying to find new leads. You know, but like if I have to change my clothes just because of that, like for example, now I use a lot of I like to use cap, but now I'm using more because my hair it's big. My hair is like this. It's just that my hair is no, but my hair is like the here. No, so I like to wear a cap because I like it. Yeah, I like it, and I don't want to cut my hair now. I'm always changing my looks, but I don't want to change now. And like I was thinking, oh, maybe am I being an asshole? Because like I understand that it's some specific jobs and some specific niches, or even not only talking about like work, but like life in general. Some specific events, you might have some specific like dress codes that you have to follow. in order to be recognized, respected, or even uh, being able to enter the thing, the event or whatever, the area, whatever that is. But I was thinking, oh, is that the case? And then I started to think like, there's people like Alex Hermosi, who's this powerful businessman, and he most of the times you will see him with a cap and flip flops, which I think is awesome. But then I was like, oh, another side of me was like, oh, but he's Alex Hermosi, like everyone knows him, everyone knows his results, so he could go on a on an event, business event, wearing like briefs, swing trunks, whatever, and he will still be respected because he's him. No, but then another side of me was like, yeah, but I and me too. I and me. He's him, I and me. Because cool, he's amazing, and I really like. I follow his channel. He provides so much amazing content, and no wonder why he has such an amazing and big brand. But like, yes, he is someone, but I am too. Me being someone is not measured by my followers or whatever. Actually, he's been doing this for years. You know what he's doing. I'm just starting in working, in the internet and building my personal brand and selling my products online and my services online. It's been months, but hey, I'm me. I'm me. I'm my own person. I'm not less deserving than anyone. And like, what I was thinking is that, do I have to wait until I have like a bunch of results, or until I'm somewhat famous, so only then I can be myself? And when is that? Like, how much cases in my portfolio do I have to get so I can wear my cap in peace and not being judged? And I started thinking like, all these people that I like, maybe like they're lawyers, or I don't know, they work in some specific niche that it's very like restrictive when it comes to dress code, but maybe they're people who like to, know, they're all tatted up, like full of tattoos underneath their clothes. They have piercings. I just think that that's like, if I ever need a lawyer, like I wouldn't mind hiring a lawyer, because his body is completely covered in tattoos. Like, I care if he's going to be a good lawyer, not about his tattoos. You know what I'm saying? That's very stupid, you know? And I was with another client the other day in a video call, and suddenly he was in his room, suit and tie, all serious. And I was like this, no, in my typical way. And then out of the sudden, uh, there's someone knocking on his door, and he's like, come in. And then his little son comes in the room with his colorful pajamas, and like, daddy, I don't know, telling something. And then I was like, oh, cool. So my client is a human. Nice. No, he's not a robot that says like this, working with his suit and tie, all serious like this. No, he's a father. He has a family. He's I guess his son was crying or something. And like, I think things should be more like that. We should allow ourselves to be more human and not be so like restricted in this like dress codes and this kind of stuff that doesn't matter. It's just looks. And I'm not saying that looks are not important. I know they are. They're not the most important, but I understand that they are important. And I understand that there's probably a lot of stuff that I would like to improve in my own looks. But my looks, I'm saying everything. I'm saying I want to go back to the gym so I can have a nice shape. I want to, go to the barber shop more often, which is something that I can't do now. But I I do like to change my hair and do my beard, and also keep on improving my visual arts, my visual identity of my personal brand. Looks are important for sure. I'm an artist, so I know that. I'm not saying that they're not. I'm just saying that we should not be too restrictive on that. But maybe you think that I'm an idiot. Maybe you think that I'm being too spoiled or childish or being an asshole, because I want to work in a certain area. So I don't know if I want to work. I'm thinking about that, but let's say I want to work in a certain area, but they have a dress code, and I don't want to follow the dress code. Like, am I the asshole, or is the dress code the asshole? I think the dress code is the asshole. But what do you think? Let me know in the comments. And what would you do in my place? Like, would you take this job for this client, and would you accept to change your looks, or no? Like, what would you say? I probably I won't take it if I have to change. The fact that I have the freedom to wear whatever I want, to work in my own time, at my own pace. If I have to change that, to sacrifice that, it's something that I'm not willing to do. But let me know about you. What would you do, and what do you think about the situation, and what would you do if it was with you? Let me know. So that's the gossip that I had. That's the question that I have for you today. And I will not take my cap off. I'm gonna keep my cap. So that's it. See you in the